could never break me. It takes a lot more to bring me down. I feel the pure emotion running through my veins. I feel the pure emotion running.
Last night, got to the Elks Lodge here in the Granite City for the Spalding Wrestling Alumni Dinner, and what an amazing experience it was. Just incredible to meet and chat with Coach Thurston and O'Mara and Karen, and Rex did such a great job interviewing them at the end of the night there. It was a late night. I think it got out of there sometime around 10:30, but man, it was congratulations to the boys. Man, they just did it. 38 years of Mount Anthony taking the crown, and Spalding High School just ripped it away from them this year. The place was electric. Everyone was so happy for the entire club, and it was just a great experience. A lot of people. 34 degrees is what we have right now. Happy birthday to Dave Moody today, Tammy Seaman, Carrie Ann, Rosa Knowles, all on the birthday list. Yeah, big happy birthday to each of you. We're going to check in with Deb Phillips right now over at the World newspaper, Central Vermont's favorite weekly newspaper, which comes out every Wednesday. And as a matter of fact, it's on the move right now. Expect it on stands everywhere. What are they? I think they're distributing like 23,000 copies every single week. Is that right, Deb? We're 22,000 copies going out?
10,000 copies, 22,000 readers.
22,000 readers. It's amazing. You put 22,000 people in a room, and that's a lot of people. That's really impressive. Do you and Gary ever stop and think, "Oh my God"?
Oh, we're too busy working to stop and think.
Yeah, I know. And a huge good morning to you and Gary. What are we expecting in the world today?
Well, it's time to play Who's Who in Central Vermont. So readers identify whose photo goes with which business, and they can submit their entries, and they can win either a $50 or $25 gift certificate from one of the participating businesses. We also have a congratulations page to Hazen High School girls and boys basketball teams for both their state championships. And then we have the Easter Scramble. You could win a ham, do the Easter Scramble and either drop it off or mail it in, and you could win a ham from Quality Market. Plus, we have the Easter Worship Directory.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Easter's just around the corner.
Yeah, and there's going to be plenty of sunrise services.
Oh, gosh, yes. They have several different, Holy Week services that are going on.
I think one of the big questions is, will we have any actual ground to hide the Easter eggs, or will it be all snow between now and then?
I think we're supposed to get rain coming up, and it's supposed to be warmer next week. So I'm thinking we're having ground.
There we go.
Yeah.
Anything else you can think of, Deb, that's coming out in the world today?
That pretty much covers the main things.
Yeah.
Of course, always lots of local news.
Yeah, I've got a couple of friends that pick on me a little bit because they think it's sad that I get excited that I get to sit down and thumb through the pages of the world. I'm not sure I understand how to describe it, but there's something that is just so relaxing about just doing that.
Well, it's like someone said to me the other day, I love your paper. It's just full of good news,
Yeah, exactly.
you know? Yeah. And I think that's refreshing
Yeah.
with all the bad news that's out there,
Sure. And
you
there's a
know?
ton of it, and there's a ton of drama, and you guys dodge that, and you put the good stuff out there, and I love that. I love that. There's so much to read in there. And of course, your partnership with the Times Argus, I mean, you guys got a ton of content now.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We do definitely. Yeah.
All right.
Lots of stuff.
vt-world.com. That's the website. If you want to check out the digital version, but wait for the paper or have a look at newsstands. It's going to be everywhere within a
Yeah.
matter of what, an
They're
hour or two.
they're out there right now.
Out there right now. Good stuff. Thank you,
Okay.
Deb.
All right. Thanks, JD.
Always appreciate you. Deb Phillips, right there from the World newspaper, Central Vermont's favorite weekly newspaper. Sales at vt-world.com. If you want to do some advertising, of course, you can always pick up the phone and give them a jingle and speak with someone directly. And yes, they will answer. 479-2582. We're at 34 degrees right now here in the Granite City. Sun and clouds both in the mix today. We're looking at maybe 44 or so for the high. And yeah, Deb's right. Warming trend is coming. 37 tonight with rain. And that rain's going to stay with us tomorrow. We're getting up into the mid-50s tomorrow. And then Friday, sun and clouds, snapping back just a little bit. Daytime high of right around 30, either side of the freezing point on Friday. But we're keeping an eye on the weekend. We'll let you know. And I'm also looking into the crystal ball here, always paying attention to see whether or not we've got a little spring snowstorm that's coming. I'm watching. Yes, I'm paying attention. This handsome dude that is with me this morning on the air, not on the curvy couch, but rather over in, where the hell are you, Rick?
I am in Vestal, New York.
Now, can you, Sweethearts and Heroes Day here on a Wednesday, obviously, Rick Yarish, Sergeant Rick Yarish. Where the hell is that over in New York?
It is in the southern tier of New York, so right on the border of Pennsylvania, probably about 4.5 hours from Barry, Vermont. So
Okay.
a good distance. I love to be on the couch.
Yeah.
I really do. I wish I was on your couch today, but not happening. So at home, Vestal, New York. It's colder here than it is there. You told me the temp. It's 28 degrees here.
Oh, wow.
Right now. I know, it's chilly.
Yeah. Now, do we have the what's up with the green here? Do we have the Sweethearts and Heroes look? Okay. Just what?
Buckingham, Buck.
Talk to me.
Yeah, so Buckingham is an awesome sponsor of ours now in the electrical line world. So it's pretty crazy too. So we spoke at a bunch of events that have to do with IBEW, which is the high voltage lineman inside contractor world, and Buckingham is a huge name in the industry. They make a lot of the, I don't know the right wording for it, but like the strapping and stuff that helps you climb the poles. So it's really neat, but it's also really neat that Buckingham. So we reached out to them, and Buckingham is in Binghamton, New York, which is 5 minutes down the road from where I live. So really neat that we have a sponsor that is so local to me. So I'm going to do some photo shoots with them soon. They've just been a big help in our world, into this new world that we're going into with the electrical linemen. So yeah, Buckingham, and it's green, right after St. Patty's Day. So I figured this was the shirt to wear today.
See, now you're just scrapping. You're just scrapping at straws there. but here's the question I have for you. If you're just joining us, folks, every Wednesday, Sweethearts and Heroes Day, Sweethearts and Heroes, and for those that are new, we're getting new listeners all the time, and they're saying, Sweethearts and Heroes, what the heck is this all about? What do you say, Rick? Introduce Sweethearts and Heroes.
Yeah, so I am the sweetheart in Sweethearts and Heroes,
Mm.
and my buddy Tom is just an outlier who just stands there and does nothing, as
Yes.
JD knows. Yeah, so no, Sweethearts and Heroes. We've been around for 17 years, I believe. I've been involved for about 15 years. It started in the world of anti-bullying in schools. So the word sweetheart, well, actually, the word bully in the 16th century actually meant sweetheart, and it was somebody in your life who pushed you over and over and over again. But at that time in the 16th century, they did it to make you better. Like today, a bully pushes you over and over and over again to tear you down, to make you question who you are. But in the 16th century, that's not how it worked. So that's where the word sweethearts came from. And then heroes are just the people who do end up jumping into action. Also, sweethearts are the carriers of hope. They're the people that give hope to other people. But yeah, the heroes part are the people who actually jump into action. There aren't a ton of them in the world who will actually stand up and do something about it. So it's really bystander empowerment in the bullying world. That's where it all started. But we have gone in a lot of different directions, 17 years later. We're all over the place doing, but it's all, in the end, it's all about hope and hopelessness. That's in every single one of our messages, hope and hopelessness. But yeah, bullying is where it all started. But we say we can take the word bully right out of our presentation today. And, we do mention it quite a bit, but we could take it right out of the school presentation. It's the same exact presentation, even without that word bully in it. It's just about taking care of each other, understanding what people are dealing with, what people are going through, and doing something about negative things when you see them happening.
Hmm. And not looking the other way. And listen, I mean, there's plenty of parents out there, and my dad was one of them who was like, "Not your business. Don't get involved. Don't bring problems to your world, to your life."
Yeah, and I would say a lot of people say it's not my problem.
Yeah.
It's not my problem, but that is the problem, I believe. I believe that is the problem when we don't stand up, especially if it's right in front of us. Like you're talking to Deb from the World News in Central Vermont, and you're talking about local community good news. There's a lot of good news, there's a lot of great things, but we focus on the big negative things that we can never change or never do anything about, and we focus on them. And man, it's pretty crazy when we focus on something extremely negative that we can do nothing about,
And
like that.
then and then we get the momentum going. We get
Yeah,
we
for sure, you feed into it and you'll just keep going and going and going.
and we get the
um
spin going, and it's renting so much space in our heads. We're getting ourselves all worked up.
That is right. That's right. So with me, it's about focusing on what is around me right now, and if I'm going bigger than that, it's my community and whatever community that I'm in. But we always focus on communities that are thousands of miles away that we just can't do anything about.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so, Sweethearts and Heroes, it's awesome. I love doing what I do. We've spoke to 2 million students, but now, a lot of other people as well over the past 17 years. It's been
Wow.
awesome.
You and the team of men and women who are making up the family. I should say beyond team. It's a family of sweethearts and heroes.
It is a family, and you're a part of that family, JD. We have you're like the crazy uncle in the in
Yes.
the in the family.
Really? So I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
does that put me in a similar classification as Crazy Leon?
oh wait, don't say that.
No, I'm just asking. It's just a question.
Are you guys brothers? You are
Listen-
both Vermonters, so.
Yeah, right. No. Listen,
Also,
man,
22,000 readers for
the
the
world.
news there. Yeah, what? I didn't know there were 22,000 people in Central Vermont.
Well, it's beyond Central Vermont that the paper pushes to. But yeah, that's a lot of eyeballs, man.
It is a lot. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
44,000 eyeballs.
That's all. Yeah, that's true. I'm like, wait a minute, 22. I'm not that smart. I'm from upstate New York.
Listen, man, I have so many questions for you, and we're going to chat a little bit about your partnership with Electrical Linemen. But first, before I go an inch further, you as a veteran, let's all, no matter where you fall on the political spectrum, we should all be taking a moment today, tonight, tomorrow night, the next day, to have in our hearts, in our heads, the 4,000 plus Marines that are headed over to the Middle East right now. This is big news, man. This is big news. And we hate to hear the words boots on the ground. And we've been avoiding that up until now. But, man, we got a huge target on our backs, Rick. You know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard it's either 82nd Airborne or 101st Airborne. They're sending guys over there now as well, and yeah, we don't want to hear boots on the ground because we know what that means. We're gonna get a lot more names over the news of who we've lost, and so we know that that's the next step, unfortunately, when it comes to boots on the ground. But I do think we do as a nation today. I don't think we've always done this, but I think we do a really good job of supporting those men and women. No matter what your political standpoint is, you understand that this country cannot be without a military. I mean, it just cannot. That wouldn't work. And most people understand that. And also, most people understand that the troops that do serve, they aren't the ones that sign the paper to go overseas, but they're willing to go as soon as that paper is signed. So I think we do a really good job of supporting those men and women who are deployed. And, and here we go again. There are a couple outliers. And there are a couple people who don't, and they're usually very loud and very vocal. And guess what? Those are the people that we concentrate on. It's crazy how we do that.
Yeah.
But there's millions and millions of people out there in this country who are just supporting those men and women who are deployed.
Yeah. You were very much so boots on the ground. 2006 over in Iraq.
Yep. And when I joined, I knew I was going. I mean, I joined in the middle of two wars. Iraq was happening, Afghanistan was happening. I knew that when I signed those papers and the job that I chose, I knew that I was going to go to war. And it just happened for me that I ended up in Iraq a year after I joined.
And for folks that are not familiar with my guest, Rick Yarish, from Sweethearts and Heroes, you bring something to your life, and you bring something to the table, and you bring something to the microphone and the camera when you present in front of the thousands and thousands of people that you have, that no one else in the Sweethearts and Heroes family can bring. And that is an experience of what you have endured resiliently in your life as a veteran. You were blown up, and you are alive, which is many of us, I'm sure including yourself, have wondered how you're still alive. But you were burned alive. You were blown up. You were covered in diesel fuel, and essentially kind of checking out. Like this was the end for you.
I would tell you right now, JD, that I'm more alive today than I was 20 years ago before my injury. I'm just more aware. I'm more alive. I'm more awake. I don't know. Life is good. I don't know if I always saw it that way before I got injured. And, I certainly could look at it differently today, with my hands how they are and missing a leg and looking the way I look. But pretty crappy place to live. So I don't live there. I live in a world where, man, things are good, and my life is good, and even when they're tough, they're still good. And I understand that in this world. But yeah, I knew I was going to join. I knew I was going to be deployed. I knew I was going to go into a war. I knew there was a possibility that I could get injured. I didn't, you know, you don't think you're going to get injured, but you know it's a possibility. And that's happened to me. And I did basically burn alive. I was extremely lucky to survive. Only 1% of people, I read a study a long time ago, 1% of people with facial burns like I have survive. And that's usually because you inhale the smoke or the fire and you do internal damage and you don't make it. So I can't figure out how I made it through all of that stuff. I know I am extremely blessed to be here. There is no doubt about that. And since I am still here, I better do something with that. And that is, you know, a lot of what Sweethearts and Heroes is to me. It's my opportunity to do things with what happened to me.
And you, man, it's like, how do I say this? So many of us will go through something in our lives which is horrifically bad, and it's not easy to not allow that event to shape you and, frankly, to define you. It's pretty easy to have something tragic happen in your life and to have that kind of tattooed on you, and you're carrying it. You're carrying the weight all the time, whether it's mental health or depression or not leaving your house or anxiety or what have you. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying, and I was actually thinking of it earlier before you brought that up, and I hadn't said it yet, and I don't think I would have because I would have forgot, but you brought it up again, and about letting it shape you and letting it define you. JD, I let what happened to me shape me and define me. I did. You know, people say don't let these things shape you and define you. Why not? It's a huge change in your life. Don't let it shape you in a negative light. Don't let it define you in a negative light. But why not? You're not going to forget something super traumatic in your life. You can try, you can go to therapy, and you can talk about it. But when you're talking about it, you're also bringing it up. You're not going to forget super traumatic things in your life. I don't think that's what you should do. I think you got to find ways to make that traumatic thing in your life something positive. And that's what I've done with my situation. In the beginning, I did let it shape me and let it define me in a very negative way. I wouldn't leave my house. I was extremely, I had extreme depression. I had extreme anxiety. I couldn't sleep at night. Those were terrible times for me. But at some point, I got tired of that. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to forget what happened to me. There's just no way. I look in the mirror. I know exactly what happened. So, okay, how do I find good things that came out of what happened? And all I had to do was open my eyes and look around. And I could see the people in my life. I always, in the beginning, that's where it started. It was just the people that were surrounding me, my doctors and my nurses, my physical therapists, all those amazing people. And I'm like, man, I wouldn't know them today. I wouldn't have learned the lessons that they taught me today if this didn't happen to me. No, I didn't want it to happen to me. No, I don't want really difficult and awful things to happen to anyone. But they do happen. And when they happen, eventually we have to throw that negative crap aside and say, you know what, man, look at all the amazing things in my life today because of what happened to me. That's what I look at today. So I did let it define me. I did let it shape me, but I didn't do it in a negative way.
Bro, I always feel when I'm listening to you, I'm like, as I'm listening to you, I'm like, yep, going back and rewatching this one.
It comes down to choice, though, in the end, JD, really. And then I know, like, people don't want to hear that sometimes because that puts it on themselves. But we have to make a choice. And if you're living in this negative world, a lot of it is what you're choosing. Now, I know it's not surfacely choosing, like deep down inside, you can't find a way to choose differently.
Yeah.
And that's where time comes in, and that's where patience comes in, and that's where that word hope comes in. HOPE, hold on. That's the patience part. Hold on, possibilities exist. Try to see the positive things that are in your life right now, right in front of you, and
Yeah.
eventually you will see positive things that came out of what actually happened to you.
Yeah.
But it is time and it is patience. It's not easy. I do understand that, but that's the holding on part. Let's hold on so we can get to those points where we finally can say, man, my life is good.
I'm hearing the acronym HOPE, hold on, possibilities exist, which is what you guys push. I'm thinking of Dr. Joe Dispenza, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with him and what the message that he pushes, which is you are what you eat, but you're also you are what you think, and training
For sure.
your mind and your heart and the connection between the two to repetitively practice positive thoughts, which is, yeah, I mean, we just got to comment. Hard to do.
Hard to do.
But
Well,
man,
I'd say where that starts, JD, is surrounding yourself with positive people.
yeah,
That's where it starts. I mean, if you want a place to start, that's where it is. You know, surround if you're not in a good place, but other people are and you can see it, put yourself in their world with them and listen to them, hear them. If you put yourself in a negative place with negative people, that's you're never gonna change. So I think it starts with that positive people in your life, and those are those sweethearts, those carriers of hope.
here you are, a veteran who survived a roadside bomb in Iraq, burned alive, lost a leg. But look at what you're doing now with this life experience. You're traveling all over the damn country, Rick. You just racked up how many miles?
About 2,700 miles in 2 weeks. Me and Tom and I. 2,700 miles all over
7.
47 hours in a car. Man, that was a good week. Good
And
weeks.
this is just over the last 2 weeks.
That was the last 2 weeks. Yeah, we were in Long Island. We were in Duanesburg, New York. We were at Lisbon Regional School in New Hampshire. We were in Warsaw, New York. Tom and I split up one of the days. I was in Warsaw, New York. He was in Lawrence, New York. Oxbow High School in Bradford, Vermont. Auburn, New York. IBEW 3rd District in Atlantic City. And then we finished off the week last week in Canajoharie, New York. So all over, keeping that message alive. The end of the year, school year, this is what happens. Beginning of the school year, every school we usually do are packed together, so we're not traveling big distances. But end of the year, we're filling in cancellations, and schools that last minute call us and say, hey, we really want to get in, but we don't have much availability. So we just start fitting them in, and we want to get to everybody that wants to hear what we have to say. We really do. So yeah, the end of the year is a little more hectic, where the beginning of the year is a lot more planned.
Yeah. A little bit more about what you're bringing into the schools. We're going to talk about the electrical linemen here in just a little bit, but you guys really try not to make Sweethearts and Heroes a presentation, an assembly that's one and done. You guys go in there and you put on a presentation, but you try. Your main goal is to make this resonate and sustain itself beyond the end of the day when you walk through those doors and leave the property.
For sure. I mean, we know there is some value in the one and done. So that doesn't really leave the done part in there. So it's one and continuous for some kids. So some kids, that's what they needed to hear, was that presentation that we do. So we know there's value in that. But no, I can tell you, I don't know, in the 15 years that we've done this, in the beginning, maybe it was a little more, but I don't know, the last 12 years, it's very rare that we go into a school and leave after a presentation. show up at 7 a.m. and we usually a lot of the times don't leave the school until 3:30 or 4:30 p.m. because we stay for the entire day. We want to become a part of that school. We want to become a part of that culture. And then after this school day's over, we'll present to teachers as well. So yeah, we do the presentation, and then we usually fill the day with circles with the students, maybe with the faculty if they want to get involved as well. And then when we're doing elementary schools, we don't do as many circles, but I'll go around and I'll read my book, A Bridge Named Amos. So we want to be a part of the school. Yeah, we don't want to just show up and say goodbye. We want to wander the hallways. We want to be in the cafeteria. And a lot of the time, schools are not booking us for just one day. They're booking us for multiple days. And we're going to be in a district later this year in May, I believe, for 4 days in New Hampshire. So, yeah, well, we will be a part of that school by the time we leave.
We're talking
We will be
about
a part.
how many schools over the last year
How many
ish.
schools over the last year that we have a team of 4 of us who travel, and sometimes 5 of us who go into schools with Loudon doing some really awesome stuff in the schools now too. I can't even tell you, in the last year we have probably been in, gosh, 200 schools within the year. And within a school year there's only 180 days in a school year, so I'd say it's probably close to around 200 schools with the team now.
Wow.
And then there's people that, we're not even in the schools and they're using our platform. They're
Yeah.
using our Hope Classroom, and they're watching our YouTube, or they're on our social media. And so the reach is very far today.
And what about STEP?
STEP, teaching the students the way to present our presentation. It's awesome.
And that's an acronym for Student Teacher Empathy Program.
Yeah. Look, Tom and I have been presenting for a long time. And, for a long time, we've just believed that him and I were the key to this presentation. And those little kids, they love us for sure, but those little kids don't need Tom and I. Like, high schoolers can do what we do. And little kids love high schoolers. They're not a ton older than them, and they love them. They can relate with them a little more than they can relate with Tom and I. Yeah, we make it fun, but we teach these kids how to do that too. So these schools can do the presentation themselves. And now we have older kids that are even working on doing presentations in outside districts. So not even just their own school.
Amazing.
That's amazing. But this is like, Tom and Brian and Pat and, went in, and all these great minds coming together and figuring out how to grow this. You notice I did not put myself in there. I do not do that part. I show up to work and I do my job to the best of my ability and everywhere I go. I'm not the think tank, that's for sure. I have ideas. Yeah. That's as far as I go.
Tell me about the IBEW 3rd District Conference in Atlantic City.
Yeah, so this was a big one for us. We didn't know truly what to expect. We showed up. We know IBEW with, the world of electrical linemen and inside electrical workers. And actually IBEW encompasses a lot of other things as well. We met some welding locals while we were there. So they go all over IBEW. It's not just electrical, but that's the main. So we know that world, boots on their feet, jeans and button down corduroy shirts and or jean shirts. But here we are at this event thinking similar, and it was not. It was, suit and tie, and it was all the delegates from all of the region. So I think it was Delaware. That covers Delaware, Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey. So it was, I think, 400 and some people, 500 people there. And Tom and I got to deliver the message that we've been delivering to the IBEW world for the last year and a half. It's a 2-hour long presentation. And man, there's just you listen to Tom do his part, and I think if you listen to my part as well, there is a ton of passion behind what we're doing there, because there are men and women out there in the IBEW world who are struggling with the suicide rate being extremely high. I don't know the numbers like Tom knows them, but it's too high. I mean, it's very obvious that it's too high. There's a problem, and we got to do something about it. And it starts with our keynote. Let's talk about hope and the introduction of circles. But we do believe that a lot of the solution does lie within the circle, within the locals and the IBEW locals. So men don't talk to each other. They just don't. They don't talk to each other about life and things that are going on in their life. And that is a stigma that we have to break, because we obviously have a very, very big problem in the world today with suicide. So it's about talking to each other. And doesn't have to be all sappy. Everybody, when you say talk to each other, like instantly everybody like gets rigid. Like, oh, no, it doesn't have to be that. Just talk about your life a little bit. Talk about your family. Get to know each other. That's what communities do. They get to know each other. And that's what strong communities have, is the knowledge of who your neighbor is. I'm not saying they're deep, dirty, down secrets. I'm talking about who they are. So we believe that is a big part. And yeah, so the conference is, speaking to all those delegates that will go back to their locals, and, hopefully at some point, I don't know if we're ready for it right this second, because it's growing so big. Hopefully we can hit, a lot more locals. And then we also have, like we said, we have the Hope Classroom for the schools. We have the Fifth Wire program, which is an online program for the IBEWs, because we know we can't hit every single one, Tom and I, and that's just not going to happen. So we have a program that they can use, just like the schools use with our Hope Classroom.
What is that Fifth Wire?
Well, it's an online platform. So a lot of the times it does start off with a kickoff of Tom and I doing a presentation, but then we can't just leave them and say, good luck, hope the presentation changed everything. And, like I said, there's some power in the one and done, but we need to leave them with something. And we leave them with the platform of how do you do these circles, flash circles, and flash circles are very simple things where you just get together really quick and you maybe ask a question and around the water cooler. So it's just opportunities for these men and women to continue the conversation once we leave, and we ignite and we get everybody excited. But again, that doesn't fix everything. So we got to stay involved in some way. So it's our online platform for the advancement of, I guess, the mental health word in there.
Yeah.
These guys and gals need help.
We've heard it. We all do. We've heard you say circle or circles in schools, and now in the electrical contractor world. For folks that may not be familiar, I mean, the word circle and circles is part of your regular vocabulary at Sweet Arts and Heroes. But for folks that may not be familiar, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about something that we've been doing for thousands and thousands of years, and now we don't. Where you sit around and you have a conversation. With the linemen, we talk about this, and they walk into a room, and same with the students in classes and in schools. They walk into a room and they see these chairs set up in a circle, and they're like instantly, yeah, right, instant. They're like, oh no, like what are we gonna do? We're gonna, I'm like, is this therapy? Especially the older guys that are in the IBEW world. Oh man, they walk in, they're like, this.
Oh God, do I have to talk?
Right. And that is not it, so we lay out the guidelines when we get in the circle. And, so I said, it's been going on for thousands of years. And with the linemen, I just say, okay, picture what's in the center of this circle. Let's build a fire. Let's get our hands warm. Oh, wait, there's a cooler. What's in that cooler? Well, for linemen, it's probably beer, which it shouldn't be linemen. It should be like water. But it's a place just to have conversations. Sure. And, sometimes the conversations can get deep. Now, the reason they get deep is because that's where the people in the circle want to take it. It's not where we take it. We don't take it there. We ask a very simple question that can be answered very simply. But a lot of the times the people in the circle, they don't have a place to have these conversations. So they finally do, and they feel comfortable sharing those things. So same as schools. We break the ice. We start with a game with motion and movement. And if anyone was nervous when they walked in, you can see that has changed by the time you actually start that circle.
Yeah. Wow. So fascinating. Hey, tip of the hat to Littleton Chevrolet and all of the North Country Chevy dealers that have been
Yes.
supporting Sweethearts and Heroes, your mission, what you guys are doing all the time. I mean,
For years.
this is far from a 9 to 5 punch in, punch out job for 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 Sweethearts and Heroes, but to have the North Country Chevy dealerships understand that and say we're going to step up collectively and do whatever we need to do to keep these guys going and to get them into as many schools and organizations as possible.
Talking about sweethearts, what are sweethearts? Are the carriers of hope. They're givers of opportunities, and North Chevy Dealers has just been that to us as big time sweethearts in our life and in our world. We would not. I mean, that it's just I can think about this in my head. Like we would not be who we are today without what the North Country dealers have done for us. We just wouldn't be. We are a prominent. We've been in almost every school in the North Country of New York because of the North Country dealers. We have been in so many schools in Vermont and New Hampshire because of the North Country dealers. So, man, it's just they're awesome. They are awesome. They mean so much to us. They've done so much for us, and they've changed a lot of people's lives with the opportunity that we've had through them.
And just down the road, Cody Chevrolet, right?
That's right.
Right here in Central Vermont. You've been over there. You've had some book signings and some meet and greet events over there, and then just recently over in Littleton Chevrolet too, right?
We have, yes. They've been so awesome to us that we offered an extra thing for them. You know, hopefully people would come into the dealership and I could sign the book for them, and just getting to spend the time with the people that work in the dealership and the commitment that they've made to us is really, really cool.
Listen, I want to shift gears here. I want to ask you, you've got a beautiful wife.
I do.
You have some beautiful kids. Yeah. How many kids? How many kids?
2 kids. They're both girls, 14 and 6.
14 and 6. Okay.
Yeah. Tenley and Grace.
14 and 6.
That's a world.
It is a world. It's a world like no other.
So that is a fact.
How are you dealing with that, man? As a dad, a very busy dad who is moving around 47 hours just in the last 2 weeks of just drive time alone. Almost 3,000 miles. You're moving around. You're spreading hope. You're spreading goodness, positivity, resiliency. An incredible message. But man, it's like you got 2. Did you say 14 and 6?
14 and 6 girls. I think that's the bigger part.
Are they blonde?
One of them's blonde. Yep.
Whoa. That's even worse.
Oh man,
God.
it is. I tell people there's nothing harder in this world than being a parent. I mean, probably the close second, or maybe even first, just overtaking it would be being a kid. You know, there's nothing harder than being a kid in today's world. But
Sure.
that's hard being a dad. But it is the most rewarding thing in the world. So, I mean, that's what obviously outweighs the hardship. And again, it kind of goes along with what I say in my life. And life isn't easy, but it's good. And that's nobody ever said, like, have kids, your life will become so much easier. That's not what they say. So it's not easy, but it is so good.
Yeah.
It is so good.
Do you ever find yourself, Rick, with the chaos of what's happening in the house? Do you ever find yourself just going into the room and shutting the door and going, Oh my God, I need to give myself some advice here. Hold on, Rick. Possibilities exist. You got this. Hang on. You're gonna be okay.
Listen, if I could go in a room and shut the door, that would be amazing. But I can't shut the door in my bedroom because that's where the cats are with their litter box in our bed, in our bathroom, and dude, there's no escape from that stuff. Yeah. So, but yes, I do have to remind myself, like, hey, God, things are good. Things are good, and I do know that. I really do. Even when they're really difficult, I think about how good things really are in my life and in my world, and how blessed I am to have my daughters and to have my wife and my 2 dogs and my 2 cats.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's a lot of hair in the house.
My little girl is 11, and she and her mom, and I'll admit, occasionally me, every night, watch Dance Moms.
Okay. I noticed your hesitation in spitting all that out.
Well, because I know because you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking if Tom Murphy's listening right now,
He's not, but he will listen, I guarantee it.
I'm gonna catch a whole heap of crap. Why, Rick, are we so attracted to watching the drama unfold in Dance Moms? Have you ever seen the show?
I have not ever seen the show, JD. I'm sorry to admit. I know you were really hoping that I had.
You please.
I've seen the ads for them or whatever. I just don't watch a lot of like TV anymore. I watch a lot of garbage. I mean, it's just as garbage, like Netflix and stuff like that. I don't watch a lot of like actual TV anymore. I used to. I'm pretty sure that's on TLC, right?
I don't even know what network it's on.
So, but I used to watch that channel all the time. Little People, Big World. But it's the same idea, you know. Where they film the drama that's involved in the house more than they do the really amazing things that are going on in these people's world, because we're attracted to drama. We're attracted to negativity.
I'm telling you, if your kids 6 and 14, if they watch 1 minute of Dance Moms, they're going to be like, oh, hang on. I got to see what happens next.
Yes, we will not be turning that on. My 14-year-old does not watch TV. She gets that from her mom. My wife does not watch TV. She has zero interest in TV, which is a good thing, where I do have interest, and I think I've passed that on to my 6-year-old because she likes to watch shows.
It's just amazing how parents live vicariously through their kids, and how they push things on them, and are willing to have 80 to 90% of negativity for that 10% reward of the 2 minutes that their little girl is on stage looking so pretty and so graceful with that fake smile on their face. And it's like, what are we doing, Rick? Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
Why am I watching this?
Well, it's because it's on, and it's just like if there's food in front of me, I'm going to eat it, and I probably shouldn't have, but I do because it's there. And same with the TV, it's there. But here's a question for everyone: what is the appropriate age to watch the first Harry Potter movie?
Ooh.
What is the appropriate age to watch the first Harry Potter movie? I guess you can go with all of them if you want, like all the way up. What is the appropriate age for number 2 and number 3? And are you a Harry Potter guy?
I am, admittedly, okay. I'm so sorry. I apologize in advance.
You're gonna say you're not. I can tell.
I'm so sorry to all the Harry Potter fans. That stuff, if I wanted, it's just not my thing, man. It's like if I wanted, I'm so sorry, Rick.
JD, I would have pegged you though for a Harry Potter guy.
What?
And I'm pretty good at nailing those types of things,
bro.
I was wrong.
Sherilyn will be the first to tell you. 3 minutes, and we've done every single Harry Potter movie at my house, all of them.
Sure.
Sherilyn and Lily love him.
They love him, all right.
3 minutes, and this is what you're getting out of me during a Harry Potter movie. 3 minutes in, this is what you're getting.
Okay. That's my wife during any movie.
Oh,
Any.
God. I'm telling you.
I love me some Harry Potter.
But
my daughter, my
your 6-year-old, she's,
she loves it.
Of
and
course.
I'm like, is this appropriate? Because one of the problems is her favorite character, and he's not even really in the movie yet in the first couple, is Lord Voldemort, who's the bad guy.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gracie.
Yeah.
But she loves her some Harry Potter. Loves Harry Potter.
Just listen. Keep Gracie the hell away from Dance Moms. I'm telling you right now, bro.
That's easy enough because nobody in the house watches it outside of if you're ever over. I'll make sure I block the network television.
Listen,
so you can't watch Dance
I'm
Moms.
telling you right now, if me and you and Murphy end up in a hotel room sometime, I'm telling you right now.
End that conversation right there. You, me, and Murphy are never going to end up in a hotel room together, ever. I really hope. Something went terribly wrong if that happened.
I'm saying right now, if there's a possibility that it happens, because hold on, possibilities exist.
Yeah, I don't want that possibility.
We will be watching Dance Moms. We will.
Oh,
we will.
man.
It will happen.
Okay, so Tom's another one. He does not watch TV. He does not.
No. I understand.
Yeah, you totally. Yeah, Tom's doesn't act like the guy that watches a lot of TV.
I hope he doesn't think less of me.
For what? Watching TV?
For watching Dance Moms.
Oh, for watching Dance Moms. Yeah, well,
might.
JD,
Yeah,
I mean, there's a pretty good possibility of that.
It's too bad.
I mean, listen, you watch Dance Moms, but you don't watch Harry Potter. So, like, that hurts me, too.
Yeah. You are getting ready to embark on a much deserved vacation. Are you able to do tell?
Yeah, we're going on a cruise. We're going on a ship in the middle of the ocean. And we went on one last spring break as well. So our week off at school is the week after Easter, and it was the same last year. First cruise ever, and man, I was sold.
Yeah,
I was sold. But you know, I look at the cruise and I loved every aspect of it. I can't think of one negative thing that I could say about the cruise I was on. But one thing I think of too is like the guilt that comes from going on a cruise.
Sure.
Like the word gluttony.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I mean, if you don't want to live in a gluttonous world, do not go on a cruise.
I know. Believe me, I know it is. The last time,
food, it's money, it's everything gluttonous.
I know, man. Listen, the last time I went on a cruise, I'm not making this up. 7 pounds in 7 days. In 7 days, Rick.
That's listen.
That's
I mean,
a
that's
day.
impressive. That's impressive. JD, don't worry though. That's a lot of water weight. Since you're on the ocean, you probably just soaked in some of the water from the sea. And yeah, that's probably what happened.
Keep it coming. Thank you.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's water weight, JD. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm excited. We're super excited. You know, we usually go to Ocean City. We used to do Ocean City every summer. That would be vacation. But you know, it's a lot of work. You go to you drive 5.5 hours. Day one, you go to the grocery store and you buy 7 days worth of food, which is very expensive. And
of course.
You're cleaning the house all week and you're trying to find things to do. On a cruise, you just don't even think about that kind of stuff. You just do whatever you want. I can take my 6-year-old to the play place thing and she can stay there for an hour or two and we can do what we want for a while. Can't do that in Ocean City.
Yeah.
So excited, super, super excited.
Yeah. You know what's coming.
Family's going.
You know what's coming. You know what's coming.
What's coming?
What's coming? You know what the view is going to be, the food is going to be, the entertainment.
Sure.
You know everything.
Oh, absolutely! It's amazing. Yeah, that's exactly right. So I'm so excited about it. Our family is so excited. There's 12 of us going. It's gonna be a great time.
Wow.
I'm trying to convince Tom that we need a Sweethearts and Heroes cruise. And this is JD. This is when you want to admit of being part of the family so that you can get on the cruise. That's right. That's right. Representing every Wednesday. Absolutely. See, Tom, he's a part of the crew, part of the team, part of the family.
Bro,
So, yeah.
you
Let's
guys,
go on a cruise.
I don't know if you guys would be able to handle me on a cruise. I don't.
Those we can block each other. The ships are big.
Final question for you, man, and this is a serious one. How was it possible, honestly, that you could survive 47 hours in a vehicle next to Tom Murphy?
Oh gosh, there's no way I could survive 47 hours next to Tom Murphy.
Oh, I thought you guys did 47 hours traveling together.
We do, but separately.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we do not. There's very rare times because first of all, if Tom Murphy's in my car, all I'm gonna listen to is him on the phone.
Yeah, right.
That is it. So no, I could not survive 47 hours. We don't travel in the same car. We don't share a hotel room. We need our space. We see each other enough.
Yeah.
You know, Tom says how much he loves me, but I'm telling you, even after that, he would not like me.
Yeah.
I listen to garbage books in the car. He would not want to listen to my garbage books in the car. Yeah. But yeah, so 47 hours in the car, long time.
Well, I thought when I saw that, I was like, was that 47 hours with Tom?
I know. I did. No, without Tom. Oh, no way. No way. But that's also logistically a nightmare. Imagine the fuel that we're paying for that, the wear and tear we're putting on our vehicles, the amount of hotel rooms. So logistically, we probably should be sharing a hotel room. We should be driving together.
Yeah.
One of the big problems is we don't live anywhere near each other. He lives 5 hours away from me. So you can never start a trip in the same vehicle.
Right.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah. Man, I love you guys so much. I don't know when I'm going to see you next, Rick. I don't know when I'm going to see
you. I don't know.
I don't know when I'm going to see any of you next, but I hope it's going to be soon. And what you guys continue to do in schools is just amazing. The kids absolutely love you. And, I mean, look at this. Tom is, he's just such a great guy. All of you are. And
he's in a school right now. He is non-stop. I have this week off. We were in a school on Monday, but he was in a school on Tuesday. He's in a school today and tomorrow. He's got something going on Friday. He's just non-stop Sweethearts and Heroes.
Schools that have not had Sweethearts and Heroes at their school. Easiest way, sweetheartsandheroes.com.
Sweetheartsandheroes.com. Just type in our name on Google and you will see why we should be in the school.
Yeah, it's that simple. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
For coming in here, man, and chatting with us. I'm always, I know I say this every time, but I'm always so inspired every time I have you on the air. You bring it, man. You really do.
Well, thank you, brother.
Have a great rest of your day, pal.
You as well.
Yeah. Sergeant Rick Yarish, right there. Our guest this morning, Sweethearts and Heroes. Again, if you have not checked them out yet, sweetheartsandheroes.com is where you want to go. Check them out today. Super people with a great mission to bring as much goodness, I say to the schools, but it's really just to the world, man. And we all need it. We all need it. Very, very, very good morning to you. Keep watch. We got some stuff that is coming down the pipe here in our community. Here we are on Hump Day. Tomorrow, Thursday. We got some warmer weather here for a little while and a very busy weekend around central Vermont. Keep watching the Aired Out page. We will have it for you. We'll let you know everything that's going on. Also, Sunday, a little new segment here on Aired Out. Between 1 and 1:30, philosophy and fighting. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say another word. Philosophy and fighting. Sunday afternoon between 1 and 1:30 right here where you are now. The Aired Out Podcast.